Core action value number 9 in our course on the 12 core action values is vision. You know, that thing that Jonathan Swift said is the art of seeing the invisible. And the first cornerstone of vision is articulation, being able to describe your vision in a way that captures somebody else's imagination, that inspires them to be a part of your vision. And one of the ways that we teach people how to articulate a vision is we give them a t-shirt and simply ask them to draw a picture of your dream, your vision on the front of that t-shirt. And I'll never forget one of my favorite outcomes from this little exercise. We had a guy who drew a picture of a farm. You know, the red barn, the green John Deere tractor, the cornfields, and it was very nice. And he said, this is the family farm. He said his dad had passed away, and his brothers didn't want to farm anymore, and he was afraid that he's going to lose the farm. In fact, he was sure of it. So I said, here's what you do. Every single morning for 1 year, you put that t-shirt on, wash it every now and then, but you wear it every day underneath whatever costume you happen to wear to work. And as you put it on, you say to yourself 5 times, the family farm stays in the family farm stays in the family, and you say that with determination like you really mean it. And then, every single day, 5 days a week, you do at least 2 things that are intended to help you keep the family farm in the family. You call a bank you haven't called yet and ask for a loan. You call a neighbor, ask them to invest in the business of your farm. You offer to sell off the lower 40 so that you can keep the whole rest of the farm. Take $5 and instead of buying your lunch, you make a bologna sandwich and put the $5 in a coffee can. 2 things every day before you go to bed. About a year later, I got a call from this young man, very emotional. He had just left the bank where he had signed the papers to keep the family farm in the family. I have a whole drawer full of these t-shirts. You know, I think of them as creating a memory of the future. I have t-shirts that have book covers on them. The Florence Prescription, All Hands on Deck. I always draw a t-shirt with whatever book it is I want to write. You're probably in one of them because I have t-shirts with lots of little stick people on them representing all the people who have bought into the 12 core action values and joined our movement to try to promote values in this country. Now, you may notice that I'm standing here under a pool table light and there's no pool table under the light. Well, I'm in my basement and I've always wanted a pool table. And I guess the first step is getting a pool table light. The second step is drawing a picture of my pool table on a t-shirt. Now, if you come into my basement, you can't see the pool table, but I can because it's a memory of the future. It's right here on my shirt. And every time I put this shirt on, I'm going to say to myself 5 times, that pool table is going to come down in my basement. And every day I'm going to do at least 2 things, even if it's not buying a cup of coffee and drinking Folgers instead. 2 things that are going to help me make sure that someday soon, under this light, there's going to be a pool table. You can't see it yet, but I can.